In today's headlines, the 10th Cần Thơ City People's Council from 2021 to 2026 opened its 20th session, the special session. VSIP Cần Thơ Industrial Park Limited Liability Company and Bestway International held the kick-off ceremony of Bestway Factory Project. The scientific seminar from the Great Victory of Spring 1975 to the era of national rights in the Mekong Delta. Hello and very warm welcome to another edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On April 25th morning, the 10th Cần Thơ City People's Council from 2021 to 2026 opened its 20th session, special session. Attending the opening were 49 deputies of the City People's Council and invited delegates. At this session, the City People's Council discussed, considered, and resolved on some urgent issues such as approving the policy on the arrangement of provincial and commune-level administrative units according to Resolution number 18, dated October 25, 2017, resolutions and conclusions of the Politburo, the Secretariat, resolutions of the National Assembly Standing Committee, the government, directives and implementation documents of the City Party Committee, People's Council, and People's Committee related to the arrangement of administrative units and organization of local governments at two levels. After this session, Chairman of the City People's Council, Phạm Văn Hiểu, requested the City People's Committee to urgently focus on effectively implementing the resolutions passed by the City People's Council to send to the Ministry of Home Affairs for appraisal and submission to the government according to regulations. Also on April 25th morning at Vĩnh Thành Industrial Park Phase 1, under Vietnam-Singapore Industrial Park or VSIP in Cần Thơ City, VSIP Cần Thơ Industrial Park Limited Liability Company and Bestway International held the kick-off ceremony of Bestway Factory Project. Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Đỗ Thanh Bình, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện were in attendance. The Bestway factory at VSIP Cần Thơ is built on an area of 28.6 hectares, expected to start construction in the third quarter of 2025 and be operational by the end of 2026. This is a green investment project applying modern technology, integrating research and development systems, smart warehouses, and advanced logistics. Once operational, the factory is expected to create more than 5,000 direct jobs for local workers. Bestway, established in 1994, is one of the manufacturers of inflatable sports and entertainment products, especially above-ground swimming pools. The scientific seminar from the Great Victory of Spring 1975 to the era of national rights in the Mekong Delta took place on April 25th morning, jointly organized by Cần Thơ City Party Committee and the Academy of Politics Area No. 4. The workshop attracted more than 70 presentations from experts, scientists, managers, and lecturers sent from all over the country, especially the Mekong Delta region. The presentations focused on the following issues: promoting the tradition of patriotism and revolutionary heroism in socio-economic development, applying historical lessons to development strategies, emphasizing that the Great Victory of Spring 1975 is a valuable lesson that needs to be flexibly applied to solve contemporary issues, from climate change to sustainable socio-economic growth, arousing potentials and advantages for rapid and sustainable socio-economic development. To comprehensively develop the Mekong Delta region, the presentations also emphasized the construction of a development model in the direction of modernity, ecology, and civilization, while preserving the unique cultural identity of the river region. On April 24th morning, in Nhân, Nghĩa A Commune, Châu Thành A Township, Hậu Giang Province, the Liaison Committee of Tây Đô Battalion held a meeting with leaders and soldiers who directly participated in the historic Ho Chi Minh campaign to liberate Cần Thơ in 1975. In a meeting, leaders of the Liaison Committee of Tây Đô Battalion sent their regards, gratitude, and encouragement to the soldiers and officers of Tây Đô Battalion, as well as the people who had protected them during the Resistance War, and at the same time revealed the glorious history and tradition of the battalion. 50 years have passed. The achievements of the battalions 1, 2, 3 and the units of the local army in Châu Tanai Township, Cần Thơ Province still retain their historical value, forever being the honor and pride of the armed forces and people of Cần Thơ City and Hậu Giang Province. On this occasion, the Liaison Committee of Tây Đô Battalion presented 200 gifts to the soldiers and families of the battalion, each gift worth 1 million Vietnam dong. To promote trade in Cần Thơ Eco Resort, on the morning of April 24th, the Department of Industry and Trade of Cần Thơ City held a working session with 10 enterprises and units producing and trading local products in the area. Đăng Quang Trading Production Private Enterprise currently has a Mekong Delta specialty store. The unit committed to ensuring the capacity to represent other units to sign cooperation agreements with Cần Thơ Eco Resort to serve tourists. The leader of Cần Thơ Eco Resort said that a fairly large area has been set aside to sell this group of products, with each counter area of nearly 20 square meters. The resort also committed to exempting rental fees for the first 6 months and considering the best way for business units in the next phase. The meeting agreed to open a selling location for local products for tourists on the occasion of April 30th and May Day at Cần Thơ Eco Resort. The workshop, Solutions for Managing Straw in the Field, combining mechanization and improving soil health, launching the low-emission clean Vietnamese rice brand, was jointly organized by the Vietnam Rice Sector Association, the International Rice Research Institute or IRI, and Bình Fertilizer Stock Company, and the Mekong Delta Rice Research Institute on the morning of April 24th. The ceremony to publicize the project of straw management to enhance soil health and reduce emissions in rice cultivation took place at the workshop. This is a research and practical experimentation process in the field at the Mekong Delta Rice Research Institute on advanced straw management solutions. On this occasion, Vietnam Rice Sector Association launched the low-emission clean Vietnamese rice brand. At the same time, a signing ceremony took place to strengthen the rice chain and develop clean technology between Vietnam Rice Sector Association and Vietnam Food Association, and cooperation between Bình Fertilizer Stock Company and BioSpring on developing methane decomposing microorganisms to reduce emissions in rice production. Durian price in Cần Thơ has continuously decreased, even though it is not yet the main season, making many gardeners less happy than last year's durian crop. According to gardeners, with the selling price reduced by about 1/3 compared to the same period last year, ranging from 39,000 to 45,000 Vietnam dong 1 kilogram for research durian, if input costs are reduced, there is still a profit. According to the functional sector of Cần Thơ City, durian cannot depend entirely on fresh fruit exports, because when the main season or the border gate is frozen, the price decrease is inevitable. Therefore, gardeners and businesses need to focus on the domestic market while developing preservation and processing technology. And now, as usual, before moving to the close, let's take a quick look at the updated weather forecast. That's it for this edition of Cần News. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, kênh.tv.vn. And now, thanks for being with us. Goodbye, and see you next time.